We now return to Let's Play Cleopatra. Gonna have to get this started a little bit faster here. This is exactly what I did not want to have happen. I think we can also probably get started on... Well, okay, before we get started on that, we have to do this, which I determined is going to work best this way, right? So we'll do that. I'll go ahead and put, yeah, I guess I should. Or no, wait. If I close this off, I can't really do that, can I? I was thinking of putting a couple more there, but if I'm going to branch it off that way, they're not going to... That's going to have them going in two directions, and I really don't like that. That sounds like a recipe for disaster, doing that. But I also want them to be able to get people. Screw it, we'll wait a minute. Right now we're just waiting on people. We've got plenty of people, and the gods are ready to be enjoyed. Let's do a temple to Osiris. Oh, you know what? I'll just put him where I will. Are we gonna need two gods? I don't know. I don't know that actually matters. It's probably not that important, to be completely honest with you. Trying to get out the way. Trying to raw, just for now. Okay, these people are coming over here. That's good. We'll go ahead and get started with the clay, I guess. I was going to get started with the papyrus stuff, but I actually feel like maybe it would be better not to. They should probably actually go closer to here. What a goddamn mess this makes. Alright, roadblock here. Roadblock here. Get rid of that roadblock. How did that guy even get up here? I don't know that. I must have connected to that at some point. Wait a minute. We can do... So we could do some industry up in here, which means I could leave that going, and then let's put a road right there and block that off. Perfect. Okay. So we'll get this going there. We're going to need to up this a little bit more. And I'm really just going to have to get in on this as soon as I can. We'll go ahead and grab that there. I don't know that I need that connection, although what would it hurt? It really wouldn't hurt much. We'll go ahead and just put this here. It's a quick and easy way. Gods are resentful, so we'll begin to worship them. So now that I've done this, I need to... well, okay, so what am I looking at here? Because if I put a fishing dock here and here, that's still going to leave me a little bit of a gap there. I guess I'll go ahead and do this one here, just for now, because then I can do this. And run it for 2 anyway, which should then allow me to do this. This is going to be a bit of a tangled mess for a while, I feel. I'm going to do a fishing camp down here and right there. And why don't we go ahead and just put down some more shrines. Put down another one to Ra, put down one to Osiris, and set. And away we go. We also have a lot more people. I mean, I say a lot more people, but they haven't found their people yet, is the thing. So I need to be careful of that. But I think we can probably already get started on tax collecting. And plaza. Plaza. Okay. So now, let's start looking at something like... okay, so I could get a little bit of industry up in here, which will probably be the papyrus industry then. We'll go ahead and do a storeyard here. This will be for the stocking of reeds and papyrus. I doubt we'll get half full on this, but it's a good start. And we'll also go ahead and do some reed gathering. Well, this is not going to maximize anything. If I... no, because we're still one off. I did kind of want to leave space for work. I mean, I've got this whole area over here, but I'd also want to keep it for some storeyards and a potential second granary. Fish boats are already getting started sooner than these guys are getting started because they still haven't walked by the right direction. Okay, that is a little bit of a design flaw, I recognize. So maybe I should just put more houses here just to guarantee that they find somebody. Okay. Well, we'll try our best. These guys appear to actually have somewhere. We've already missed out on one harvest by the look of it, so that's going to work out real well for me there. Let's go ahead and do a pavilion. And pavilion there. We'll get that going. First thing we need is food, so we need to get that up and jumping. See if we can't get 4 going there. I don't know why I started this early. It may be a little too early. We're still at 37%. Fuck me. Well, so we can do a lot more then. Should we just go like this? And then maybe I could even loop in here. You know, I've got papyrus here. I worry about doing that, though. I really, really don't want them to be wandering into this and trying to fight off the hippos. If I get a fort over here, that could be a thing to get started on. I could at least use the forts to shoot them down, which would probably be beneficial to me, as terrible as that sounds. Dock, let's go ahead and put in a dock. We'll just get everything going, and then I will set this up ahead of time. Exportable. Exporting pottery. What are you doing? Export pottery. Export pomegranates. Definitely don't want to do that yet, but I can, and I will export beer as well. We will have to get that, of course, so I'll have an area elsewhere to set that up. I do not like what this is doing here. This is an unforeseen consequence of stupidity, because I did not anticipate this. I did not plan for it. So, one way perhaps to fix that is what? They're having trouble finding people, but they are getting it here. Yes, this was definitely short-sighted on my part. But I don't want them choosing. I don't want them having the 2 paths there. So really, other than just building more homes over here, because these are going to break... Okay. So we do have a little bit of a crisis coming in here. It would be better to take these out and make this its own loop. which I hate because I was really hoping to be able to use this. But there is no good way to integrate this. I guess I could move that to here. It would fit. It would just be far away from this one. I like this because it's central. So we're basically going to have to branch this off. If I do this as a distribution line, we basically have to branch this off as its own thing, which is doable, but again, the more connecting paths you've got, the bigger the mess this is all going to be, and I really would like to avoid that. I don't think I'm going to be able to, though. I think I'm going to have to integrate this system somehow. And I suppose one way to do that would be to just make this a loop. And then cut it off here, and then have this be its own walker. This might... Oh god, this is such a pain. This is still not solving the problem. I mean, they could still be going all over the place, but at least it's giving them a better chance at finding something. Am I even going to be able to use this now that I look at it? I will not, because that spot doesn't connect to anything. So this whole experiment was pointless anyway. Well, fuck. I was hoping I was going to get something that jutted out there, but it will not. So how do I solve this? I guess I could extend... Okay. How about we take that... Take that... Move that. You know what? This would be much easier if I wasn't doing something stupid here. And then we take the architect post and put it here. That way it will touch it. And how you got here, I fucking... Damn it! Why are you even... Because it goes clockwise, it should go out the top and go that way, not spin round to come out the bottom. My understanding of how the mechanics of this game work, I thought that was it. We'll make Osiris happy for a good flood. Are we pretty much done on the people coming in? It looks like. So we need more people dedicated to the making of food. I guess I can ramp that up a little bit. Okay. So, God, this is such a disaster. In that case, I'm going to put a storeyard here. And this is where I'm going to be taking in wood, I guess. Am I going to need weapons? What do I actually have here for import? I can import weapons, I can import copper. So we know the answer to that. I will not be doing that. So half of that, a fourth of that. And then I'll need to import, I guess, barley. I would like to do its own separate thing for barley beer, especially since we may need that. You know what? Actually, no. We can import barley here. And then we'll use beer and pottery as its own separate thing. I think that would be pretty good. I don't know who you're building a ship for. It looks like all four of them are occupied, but maybe not. Okay. So whilst that continues on, it does... I just feel like a third one is going to overdo it. I mean, we've already taken all that, and they got to go a long-ass way. So what's the difference then between making them go that way and then making them go all the way this way? Nothing really. It's just that they would be dumbasses and target the hippos, and then they would all die. But having this down here and then making them go all the way up here is not any different. It's going to take them years. In which case, we might actually have enough space then in order to do this. So we got that handled. Large population is still a thing. This is still being handled? Yeah, okay. So the next time round, I guess we'll do... Well, where am I at? I mean, I'm waiting... I guess I'll need to go ahead and import some. Let's import to 400 and get that started. They really just need food, so really we need to be stockpiling more. By the look of it, the fishing spots are actually quite far away. So maybe that's why it's... I mean, I realize the speed I'm going at is the actual reason why it's taking so long. Maybe we just dedicate this to... I can't do more, okay. 15 culture, we need dentists and healthcare. We should probably get that started now, whilst we can, because it's a lot. I don't even goddamn know where to put this stuff. We also have an apothecary. Which is a little freaking ridiculous. Alright. Beautification Plaza. Fill in as much as we can there. So I guess we can go ahead and get started on clay and pottery. There's no reason not to. We'll go ahead and put a dock up in here as well. This should be dedicated to the same thing, right? I would think so. Lavish Festival, fantastic. Set is unimportant. Maybe I should do some farming here. You know what? That's what my dumbass should be doing. I've got fields here for farms. Why am I waiting on inundations and frickin' fish catching? But before we do that, let's do clay pits. Okay, we don't want to put it there because that's a good spot. Yeah. So we'll start here. What do you think? 3 and 3? Is that still a good spot? I should be more careful there. Get away. Clay pit? No. On this side of the road it is not good. So we will do something like that. Now, I will have them loop because there's no reason not to. Because, again, we're having this situation where they go the one way forever and ever. Oh, now we're having employee crises. Of course we are. By how many? Not enough to be a major concern, so we'll put in a few houses here to kind of help block some of the weird road going on. Okay. Some fish are coming in, but obviously that's not going to be sustainable, like I said. So we will begin the dedication to our farming. I forget, are the farms like they are in... Is it Zeus or is it Emperor? Where the farm is... Ship aground. A building you don't have to watch. Yeah, see, this is the problem. And then once this is empty, they're going to say, well, I guess we'll get on a boat and go all the way over. I think I've chosen poorly, to be honest with you. Hopefully I can get this done prior to... I mean, my God, we're already here. Like, this is bad news. I'm not doing very well. This is very bad news. Well, I'll just put some farms down and assume otherwise. I know it's not very fertile, but obviously I can't do it yet because we need people. So I guess that's when we just do something like this. And we do a small statue. Why not? And then we do a beautification. That seemed to have immediately helped this situation. Or not. Okay. I don't understand. What the hell? It's a mirage. So what's your deal here? Because it's not adjacent to the fucking road. Same situation here. Put a shrine there. In fact, what are we looking at for shrines? Again, you don't want to have the one over the other by too much. We're looking at any more unemployment? We should shortly. And as such... Oh, right. Forgot to finish this. Yet another thought that I did not finish between this episode and the last. This is so janky. What the hell am I doing? This just does not work out well at all. So much wastage. Whatever. If I put that camp... No, because it's a dedicated... It's a dedicated place. Did I get any wood yet? I am importing it, correct? Yes. Is there a reason because you're going off to that side? Such bullshit. Like, you're right there and adjacent. That should count. Literally right there. As soon as you pop out, it should count. You gotta be fucking kidding me. One way to solve that, of course, is to move the road out one more. Which we shall do. Because then I can roadblock it. As soon as everyone and their goddamn dog stops walking there. Okay. And more unnecessary and useless shrineage. I don't know, this whole thing is going to be a damn mess for a while. We need to have a recruiter, and I need to have an academy, and I'm going to need them sooner than later, much like a bazaar. Yeah, I probably won't put much on this side because I'll be putting buildings here that will be probably then offset by beautification. So we'll be leaving a spot here or here for a store yard for the one group that will probably, because this is not a housing requirement, it's just people. We're already pretty close to halfway there. As soon as we start feeding our people, things will get better. Papyrus wood is coming in. What's our money look like? So far, we're about halfway and not nearly as bad here. This is all construction money anyway. But we are actually earning some exports, so that's good. Oh, right, okay. So I've had that sitting there. Well, let's go ahead and put the store yard down. Should I just go here? Yeah, fine. We'll put it here. This will be our pottery and beer. And we will actually say get half, and then accept half. And then we will also take a store yard over here in the middle. And this will accept pottery. And we should begin seeing that being sold. This is obviously going way too far, but I think we're doing fine. So now they gotta go all the way over here for, because they're getting, right? You know, it's a little unnecessary actually to even have this at the moment. It'll be a while before we get to pottery. How are we at for people? Okay, let's do... we're buying too much. We should probably get started on... You know what? I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait on building ships because the first wave is ships. What that means is that if they come... Are they going to attack my fish boats? If they come and find no enemies, they will not do anything. They will not land troops. Speaking of troops, we're going to need some over here eventually. So I should probably start growing those. Let's do a recruiter. Not that. Looking at space for academy, because I don't want it to be... Will you get the fuck out? Okay, we'll do an academy there. We'll do a recruiter here. I can only imagine the awful amount of appeal this is going to create. So we'll go ahead and do like a medium statue here with some gardens along there. Okay. Put one here as well. Common festival. Let's actually look at administration. Desirability. Okay. Not so bad, actually. I think that'll help out a lot. So let's go ahead and get an archer set up over here. Should I just put it right in the middle here? I will put a road... I don't know. Let's just put one at the end here. I might just forget the loop. That might just be easier, actually. Yep, here we go. Here we go. Disaster incoming, so maybe I should actually put the fort right here. We already knew this was going to be a thing. That might actually be a bad choice as well, because they're going to start charging it, and if there's only like one guy there, then that's just not going to... The recruiter is just like, will you make up your damn mind? Yep. Yep. And that means that this is all going to come to a crashing halt, because these do not grow back. These should seriously just grow back every year. There's absolutely no excuse for that. Reeds in real life are very fast growing, and there's no reason. Speaking of reasons, let's go ahead and get this party started. We will, however, turn off beer, pottery, luxury goods, and we'll let that go. Medium statue. I wish there was one. I mean, that's a fairly scaled back one. Apathetic raw. Don't want that. So we'll do one more shrine to everybody that will inevitably fall apart because there's no one to walk by, but that's okay. I like the fact that these guys made it there before the doors closed and they all drowned. It's always a plus. I got a fair amount of fish going. Need more. Alright. So I don't know what we're actually gaining from pottery, because they seem to be taking it here regardless, and then immediately taking it to be sold. So why don't we go ahead and do ourselves a favor. Just not take any of it just yet. I said I'm taking barley up in here? Yeah. But am I going to be using it over here is the thing. I'll be importing barley, but will I be using it in industry? Only if I drag this road along here and then have the beer making on that side. What you guys doing? Oh, they are actually using the common transport to make their way over to here. They are going a hell of a long way. This is something else I did not anticipate. They cannot find an actual path to that. That is really shitty. Made even worse by the fact that there is absolutely no place to put a fucking bridge. Why would you not have a place to put the bridge? Why would you give me a bridge if I couldn't put it anywhere to cross over this stupid thing? This god-awful map design. Yeah, there's literally nowhere to put that. And now that I've got a couple guys here, I don't want to destroy their fort and then just have them disappear, because that's what they'll do. But they're about to walk through hippo territory and die. So it's really my own fault. We don't need the wood, so yep, we'll be demolishing that and putting these guys here. Fuck. I hate this map. I already hate this map. I hate everything to do with this level. I hate the time limit. I hate the military focus of it in a game that should be about city building. It's just, oh my god. And this, we're not even nearly done. This isn't even the end. Will you buy the fucking food already? Where is... Are you distributing this? God. I'm trying to get this going. Okay, we're at 2%. This means that we can ramp up a lot of stuff here. And we're probably going to have to make this deadline, because we are vastly eating into our time limit, and I'm not even making money here. That's what's going to hold me back, I feel. In the end, I'm not going to have enough exports to make it. This should be... No, it is a land-based thing. Fucking Christ. So I fucked that one up, too. Should have put the potters over here, but I didn't have any place for the fucking clay. So now we actually have to wait for a guy to come to us through this long, circuitous way. Oh my god, what a fucking mess. What a fucking mess. We will, however, be able to get more potters in here. So I guess that's a plus. I don't know, I almost feel like I should leave this, but I won't need it, so why? I think this is going to have to go down eventually. If we put in a warship, we'll only be able to get one anyhow. And I don't think a fishing ship is going to make it on the other side. It will not. And really, I would only want... I mean, there's no reason to put fishing over here. Not if I'm going to use this coastline. And then I can put a couple here anyhow. Well, could have. I'm going to have to bend the roads again. God, this fucking awful map. This is so disgusting. It's really bad. Okay, well, we're starting to get some people into the forts to maybe offset the individuals being killed. Can we engage from the comfort and safety of the fort? Your rate of fire is abysmal, but your accuracy is worse. Okay, well, anyway, I think I've had enough fluffing around for this episode. We're getting a lot of people coming in. It's going to create quite an influx. Hopefully I can put them towards some kind of useful industry. I think we are going to have to just full bore into some kind of pomegranate thing. Maybe all the pomegranates I make here could just be straight up for exportation. We're just going to have so much excess that we can sell it, because there's just not enough to sell. And my prosperity rating has got to go up. And this is based on last year, which means for it to jump, I need to have consecutive years without a loss. So far so good, but you can see that the only thing this year so far is we've made some money and spent a little bit on... What was that? A roadblock? What the hell did I just put down for 7? Road, probably. Oh my god. Okay. I'm going to end this one here. I will see you next time.